Okay, Trickmaster PC here. I have released my first application, SpaceSaver File DeDuper Pro, to the Microsoft Store. $4.99, own it for life, no recurring subscription fees. This is a fantastic little application. You'll probably want to use this a couple times a year on your laptop, your desktop PC, your network storage device. We don't want to pay for cloud storage, right? So we have to make the most that we can of the storage that we have available on our computers or on our network storage device. And we're constantly dumping tens of thousands or, potentially into the hundreds of thousands of photos off of our phones, our girlfriend's phone, our wife's phone, our kid's phone, etc. When their phones fill up, you're dumping all that stuff. At the same time, you want to make sure that you're not storing duplicates or triplicates or quadruplets of files that you're dumping off of your devices or that you're even just staving on your device. So, File DeDuper Pro, absolutely fantastic application, super lightweight. It only uses 163 megabytes of disk space on your computer. And this is what the application looks like. Very, very simple interface. You browse for a particular hard drive or a folder that you might have on your computer or on your network storage. You can even use this on your phone. So we're going to click Browse, and I'm going to select this directory here where I have a bunch of transfers from the iPhone. And I'm going to scan all the files and folders on this hard drive. So this will go through every single folder recursively. Doesn't matter how deep the folder structure goes, it's going to scan everything. You do have an option to scan only the top level directory. We have some include or exclude settings here where you can include, just scan all files, or you can exclude certain file types based on their extension. Like if you're like, well, I don't want to include any Microsoft Word documents. So you just type in the word docx, and that will effectively make sure that you're not including Word documents. If you want to also exclude PDFs, just type in PDF, and that will exclude those types of files from the scan. So we're going to do all files to start with. We have a couple options down here, and what do we want to do with these duplicate files? So we can move them to the recycle bin, which makes them recoverable. We can move them to a particular folder, so we can browse to a particular folder and save them in a folder. Or we can select the option for permanent deletion. When you select permanent deletion, there's just a little message that says, hey, this is going to permanently delete these files. They're not going to be recoverable. You click OK, and it allows you then to proceed. I'm going to click Move Duplicate Files to the Recycle Bin. We're going to run a test scan. I always recommend running a test scan first, just to see what you're dealing with in terms of how many duplicates you have, where are they located. Maybe you want to take a look at them. So we're going to run a test scan real quick. And I will say that it's a very, very fast application. Total scan time on about 3.7 terabytes of data is about 18 minutes. Okay, so very, very fast and efficient. So it's scanning for possible duplicates. It's identified about 7,800 possible duplicates. It uses kind of an algorithmic approach. So it looks for potential candidates for duplicate files, and then when it comes to the determination that, hey, these could potentially be duplicates, then it actually runs file hashing. So it actually hashes every single file, creates an array, makes sure that, yep, these are duplicate files for sure because they all have the exact same hash. And then it gives us a really nice reporting interface. So when this scan is done, we can look at a text file, a human readable text file that gives us a really nice log in terms of what file it's going to keep and which ones it's going to delete. We also have a CSV file, and we'll take a look at those right now. So the test run scan has completed, and it found 5,912 duplicate files totaling 27.42 gigs in disk space. Okay, that's significant, right? Imagine if you're paying for OneDrive or Google Drive subscription. You don't want to be paying to store duplicate files. That's crazy, right? If we click Open Log, that's going to open the text file that tells us how many files were scanned, how many duplicates were found, the total size of the duplicates, how long the scan ran. So that was 1 minute, 19 seconds. And then here you can see we have a hash. So this is a file hash. This tells us, hey, guess what? All 4 of these files are the same file because it has these have the same file hash. It's going to tell us right here, hey, I'm going to keep this file located here, and I'm going to delete these other 3. So you can see it does that for everything. It gives you all the dupes in the notepad file there. And then if we click Analyze in Excel, that's going to open up a really nice little tabular data set here that allows you to filter or sort. So we can put filters on here. We can say, hey, show me everything that's getting deleted. Okay, boom, there's everything getting deleted. Or when you're done, show me all the files that it kept and where those files are specifically located, right? So if you're like, oh, I can't find this file, where is it? Okay, well, you can just refer to this sheet here or even the text file to get that information. If you click open the logs folder, that's going to open up a nice little file explorer window where you can see those logs. Those are in the My Documents folder. Then, if you're happy with the results of the test run, you can click Start File Cleanup, and it will actually go and clean up all those files. So really, really great application. And again, it's only $4.99 and it's not a subscription-based application. There's no advertisements whatsoever, no pop-ups, nothing like that. It's just a bare bones utility-based application. You pay for it one time, you own it for life. If you like it, if you download it and you run it and you like it, I'd love to hear some comments on the video, and happy computing.